salmon run.
What? What's your picky for?
Yeah, well, things change. See you, kid.
Wait,
Trying to see where it is.
the truth is, I got separated from my mom. And now, with this hunter around,
Kid, I got my own problem.
come on, please. Oh, let's go together. There's a lot of bears and a ton of fish, and every night you watch the lights.
Where is it going?
What did you say?
Says we're set up. Says it's streaming. So now I need to find where we actually are. Oh, here we go. Okay. Alrighty. So hello everyone, I am Annie from Stamp Anniething, and our June release this month was all about Vegas. It was the Vegas baby release, and I didn't color all the images yet. I only colored one actually, but the images in this month's release was we had Elvis impersonator. We had Jay and Maya getting married at the little chapel, the little white chapel. And the one I did color for this release was Betsy, because I thought she was super fun and I wanted to give her fishnet stockings. And so I had a lot of fun coloring her up. So these are our tangible stamps that came with the release. And then when I'm able to, I also make a digital image to also go with the release. And so that is why Jay, Let's Make a Deal was created. And that is who we are going to be coloring up today. I don't think I can see comments if anyone's making comments. I don't know. We're in a different program that I personally haven't really streamed with. I know Kevin and I think Brennan may have used this before, but I haven't. So if you are here with me, hello. I don't know who's here with me. Oh, here I can see comments now. Hi, Joyce, and Sinfully Paper. I believe that's Meliza, if I'm not mistaken. But here we are, and we're going to start. I'm not going to make a card. I'm just going to color because I haven't colored in a while. And if you happen to hear background television or movies, it is my son, because the living room is right next to my office, and he would not go in his bedroom. So anyways, let's go ahead and zoom in on our little man here, and let's get started with his skin. So I am going just to get my other glasses on, and we will begin, and we'll be using our light skin tone. So we will be starting with our E04. Okay, and I always do body parts first. He doesn't have a lot that are actually exposed, but we're just going to put down some shading on his hands and his little neck area, and then I'm going to go in with E11. And my husband is going to be making me my new marker cap holder, but it's not done yet, so I just have to, oh, dang it. See, good thing I'm not making it into a card. Next is E21. Again, we're just blending it out, and we'll probably stop with our E00 because these hands are super tiny. If you did happen to print them out and are coloring along, if you printed it out from the PDF and you did it with the actual scale, then you should have it made to the size that he was made to be, which coincides with our other stamps. But you can also, with the digitals, scale them however you need them to be big or small. Okay, and now we're going to repeat, and we're going to start in our face area now. So I'm going back to my E04, and I'm going to put just a tiny bit in those little baby ears. And then we're going to go underneath his hairline, and we're just using the tip of the marker as much of a 90-degree angle as we can so that we get that nice thinner line. It's Brother Bear that's playing in the background if you're hearing anything. That's what movies he's decided to listen to. Okay, EO4 again, and we're just gonna start going around his eyes as well, just so we can start bringing in dimension on that eye part. And just holler if you have any questions as I'm going coloring along. Hi, Ebony, and hi, Wendy. Yay, some people made it. Next is our E11. And it's really funny because I do digitally draw, obviously, all of the stamps. So when it comes to last minute digital, I have like all the heads in a folder. I know it sounds really, I have heads in a folder. So then when we have like, and Kevin's like, we need a digital stamp for something, and I haven't done one in a while, I just grab a head and I'll just plop them on a body. And that's why Jay got used, because Jay was actually from our Great Gatsby release, if you remember that one. But I thought his hair was really cute, like he would be all posh and working at a casino with that hair. So there's a little tidbit. So there we go. Now we're going in, that was E11. Now we're going to go in with our E21. And again, we're just going to soften and extend out our colors. And you see, I'm not going down a whole, a big chunk of the head, because I still want to keep it a little bit dark and not too far down. But I am going to go around his whole eye with my E21, just so I can get that brown circle in there that I want around his eyes to keep that white area white as best as I can. And if you go in there, it's not a big deal. That's what your colorless blender is going to help with. Okay, and then we're going to go in with our, of course you do. Yes, I do have a head file. I know Ebony would know about that. Hi, Betty. I sound like a solar killer. I have a collection of heads. And I have your head in there too, Ebony. I love doing your head. Your head I actually taught in a class in Michigan. Yours was one of the heads that I did for the dark skin tone, because she's like my favorite one, and you have really good hair when I have to do hair as well. Okay, and then with my E00 is also when I go from cheek to cheek on the bottom half of the face. And I'm going to go around those eyes a little bit. And I usually go up to like the nose area. But don't forget to go around the eyes to start softening it out. And then we have our E000, which is our next color. And this is when you can start feathering in a little bit more. We're just filling in like that. I call his little T-zone. My people always have T-zone problem areas. But that's how I like the lightest area of my face to be, is in that area. So it works out fine. Yes, Meliza, she does. She has her head in a folder. It's hilarious. You should have seen when I told her the first time. I think it was the spring retreat, Ebony, when I went up to her and I was like, I want your head to use as a stamp. And her expression was quite comical. But, I like to make chibi heads out of people I know if they have like certain hairstyles, or I just think they're going to be super cute. And I adore Ebony, as you guys know. And we made Ebony. So that was our E000. And then we're going to go in, give him some color on his cheeks. And we're going to do R20. That wasn't creepy. Well, I guess it came off creepy, but we had a good laugh about it, and we have a good laugh about it every time we talk about that I have access to your head. And then I'm going to go back in with my E quad, and I'm just going to feather out on the edges on the top, and then the edges on the bottom, not going over the whole thing. I just want to soften that R20 so it blends out nice. And then I'm just gonna really quick go over everything just to give it one more good go over. So there is his skin. And then I just randomly pick colors, as you guys know. So I'm just gonna pick 2 colors for my tongue. Don't even know, I just grab whatever I want. So I just grabbed, what is it, R08. So I'm just gonna color in his tongue, and then a dark one, R37. Because it's such a small color, the tongue area here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a great set of blending because it's so small, but I just like that the bottom part is a little bit dark. And actually, you know, it's not dark enough for me. So let me grab R59 maybe, just to make, yeah, there we go. I like it when it's darker. And then just soften it a bit. So there's his tongue. So, yeah, just play with your colors. What color hair would you like Jay to have? Should Jay be a blonde, a brunette? We're just going to randomly pick colors tonight. You know, I don't come in here except for my skin tones normally, but I'll let you guys choose what color should he be. Should he have blonde hair, brown hair, red hair, black hair? Any suggestions, you guys can let me know. Just pop in a comment. Okay, Joyce wants him to be a brunette. Ebony wants him to be a silver fox. Okay, Meliza wants a brunette. I think he'd look nice as a brunette. Sorry, Ebony, you lose. Brunette it is. Okay, so let me just grab, well, let me put my reds away really quick. And then we'll just grab some browns. So we need a nice dark brown for his roots. So I think we are gonna go and grab, just going to grab my little hex chart here so I can see, and let's try E49 is probably the darkest. So we'll do E49 and we'll have it go into E29, if I can find it, E29. My markers aren't in order at this time. I cleaned my desk and I just threw them on the shelf, but I didn't put them in numerical order, but that's okay. Then we're gonna do E39. Where are you at? 39. So 49, 29, 39, and then we're gonna go into like maybe give them like a little bit of a auburny part, maybe, so it's not just brown. Oh no, we'll just make them all brunette. All right, I won't go crazy. Let's go a light brown, E35 maybe. Let's see. Let's see how this comes out. I have no clue, but we're gonna do it together and we'll find out. We'll do the side of his hair first. But this, don't even know if these markers are okay. Yeah, E49. So we are just going to do in his roots area. Then I'm gonna try my E29, which is gonna start softening it and lightening his hair. Then we're going into, what did I say, E39. And now there's the little part where his shine's going to be with our E35. Well, he is a brunette, that's for sure. Let's go on over to the back side of his hair here. And we're going to start again with our darkest color into the roots. And I always turn my paper, so I will try to remember to keep looking up that I didn't go off camera. So this is a bigger section, so I got to go a little bit further with my color. So that's, I'm gonna come back for his bangs because his bangs go all different ways. And that is, oh, hi Misty. Misty's favorite part is his bangs. E29 is our next color. And we're gonna just bring it up a bit. Just flicking it. See what's gonna happen here. Then we're going with our E39. But half the fun of Copic is just playing with the colors. I love when I just pull stuff and I don't know if it's going to work or not. And, you know, if you go over it enough, you can make stuff work. So that's always a lot of fun too. And we're just going to bring some wisps on the top. And then our E35 is just going to be that final color to get that light part in there. And I'm not really loving it, so I'm just going to fix a few things. I'm going to give them a few more streaks of some dark going in there just to get it to work a little better for me. And then my E39, which is that browner color, just to break it up a little.
Don't do that. You're scared.
And then we can soften it. Okay. So he does have some variation with his hair. It's funny on my camera, it's looking a little red, but I know it's my document printer, my document camera, because it did it at the retreat as well. The camera, I don't know if it's a different quality or whatever, but it doesn't look like that in person. Okay, so now for his bangs. I still haven't mastered the flickering. The flicking does take practice. It's I personally think flicking is the hardest technique out of all of the techniques with Copic markers. But we do a lot of practicing at the retreat, so you'll get your groove on there when we see you in October. Okay, E49, back to his bangs. He has pieces going up this way, then these ones are curving this way, and then these ones are curving this way. It's got hair going all over. And then we got to come back down this way and over that way. Okay, and then we have E29. And again, now this is a small section as opposed to that bigger part on the back side of his hair. So you have to adjust the lengths of your flick to a smaller area. You just always have to keep all of that in mind. I'm actually going to skip my next color over here and go straight to my E35. Just so I maintain and keep that little bit of shine right in the middle. This one I can probably, yeah, that's too big of a gap on this side, so I'm going to go back with my E39 here. And then I can bridge that a little bit better. And then I can smooth it out. Okay. So there is his hair. See, the difference, this is why I like girls' hair. We got lots of room to play. Lots of room to get shine in there. Boy, well, first of all, look at the size difference in this head because he's got so much going on here. His head isn't nearly as big compared to his body that I normally do in chibis. I don't know why I didn't realize that until I was coloring him. I actually made him kind of proportionate. Yeah, that wasn't too smart. Anyways, life happened. All right, so now we're going to go into his outfit, which we're just going to give him the basic white shirt, and maybe black pants. See, now I don't gamble either, but I do know the part where the cards are on is green. And I know that there's probably wood, like a brown wood somewhere around here too. So I think maybe we can have him. Should he have a green vest or a black vest? You guys decide on his vest color. We will do a shirt in the meantime. And the shirt's going to be super easy because we're only going to need a couple of the cool colors. So we're going to use our C1 and our C0 and then our colorless blender. The trick with coloring white is you actually don't color in the whole of the item. You're just adding in shading. Black vest or green plaid. Okay, we'll see what everyone else gets in there too. Okay, so for this, we're going to put our C1, and we're going to put the C1 down on the insides of his sleeves. And then with your C0, you're just going to soften and blend it out a bit. Still have that big area that you haven't actually colored. And this is so it will still read white. Usually I like to do whites with powder blues, but we are doing it with our grays today. And then this is just the colorless blender, which you just hit the ends. So if there's any harsh line, it's just going to soften it a bit. Oh, we forgot. This is his little underbelly of the shirt and his collar up on the top. And then just soften that out. There. So there's the shirt. Oh, someone else wants plaid too. Okay, we can do a plaid vest for him. Let's just, because where did I put my reds away. I was gonna do his bow tie, but forget it. Okay, well, let's do his pants. We're gonna just go grab some of our W's for that because I want them to read darker, so I don't want to use my cool grays. Let me move my pencil out of the way. So I'm gonna grab my W. Where is it? Where's my? All right. So when I use W's, I'll either just use all the evens at one time or all the odds. So there's not a lot of craziness on that to do there, but I can't. Oh, here's 9, 7. Am I gonna find my 5? Yep, 5, 3, and 1. I won't get all these colors in his pants, but so if I didn't find my 9 first and I found my 10, then I would have just grabbed all my even numbers. Okay, so we are just going to go down the side of his pants. I didn't even give him like a crotch in his pants. He should have a little bit of a crotch there. We can make it that he's also a server. Okay, so he has maybe a waiter's a waiter's apron on or something, since I totally forgot to give him a crotch area on his pants. Oops, it happens sometimes. So I'm just using, again, my 9, my 7, my 5, my 3. I don't know if I'll go as low as my 1. Probably not. And I'll probably add some more color back onto the other side, but it's just so it reads black. And I'm not going to use my 1, but I'm going to go back with my 5, and I'm just going to add a little bit of the darkness on that side as well, so it doesn't end super light. And we'll probably use these again when we do the one of these borders in black, and one of them will be. Oh, let's do his bow tie. And bow tie super easy. We're just gonna put a little bit in the centers. Just extend that out a little bit. Okay. So there is his shirt, his pants, and his tie. The greens, I think they're kind of like a darker green, like in casinos. I don't know. Well, we'll give him a darker green vest than the green where the cards are gonna go. So let's see. Let's grab G29, G46 maybe. Where are you? G46. Let's see what else we can do here. I need one more, at least one more color. Let's see, maybe G94. I don't know how these are gonna look, but we're gonna see. So what did I say was first? 29. Okay, so 29 is gonna be my dark color. So again, we're gonna go in, and I'm not gonna put too much of this down because if we're gonna do a plaid, we don't want it to be a super dark color. And then 46. 46. And let's see if this is going to be good or not. 94. Oh, okay, it blends. It works. It's kind of like not an olivey green, but it's not like grass dark green either. So that'll work. We'll come back and do the plaid on it at the end because I'm gonna use micron pens for that. Let's go and do the green table part. And I know that's like more of a brighter green, like a pool table type green. So we're gonna go in with our, let's see, I like the G family a lot in case you don't know. So let's grab, do I have my G05? Where are you? G05. Can't find it. Of course not. It's probably one that needs. I use my G's a lot, so they're always the ones that need the most marker maintenance. Let's do G14. If I can find that one, would be nice too. G14. G14. Where are all my G's? Let's see. I didn't even use it. I use. Of course, I can never find the ones I need when I want it. I have G7. Oh, I found my G5. It was in my YGs. Oh, and there's my G14. They were in my YGs. Okay, so G5, G14, and then let's go into YG06, maybe? Let's see how these are gonna look. No clue. All right, so let me just switch back here so I make sure we're on screen. All right, so we are going to use our G05, and I think it goes all the way back here. Ooh, I need marker maintenance. This one's getting dry. Okay, so we're just going to put it down. Where our darkest areas are going to be. Okay. Then I'm going to go into my G14, and I have to go over this because that marker is getting dry. And we're going to go up on these little channel areas here. And then my favorite family is the YG colors. I love them. They're so pretty. So there is our green, whatever you call it, I don't know. And then I guess we should probably make the next part maybe the wood, maybe? I don't know. And then we can do that in the black. So I'm just going to go in with some of the colors because I just have them out from his hair. So I'm just going to go in with that E39. Come around the side. And I'm going to flick it towards that area. And then my E35, just gonna soften it to go there. And then let me just grab E31 just to give it that little bit of a lighter in between. So there is that. And now the black back for, I guess, the bumper. I don't know. When I looked at pictures online, they had like these 2 double rings on there, but again, I don't gamble, so I don't know what it actually looks like. I think the last time I saw a blackjack table was probably on my honeymoon on the cruise, because they have the gambling on cruises, but other than that, I have no idea about gambling. It was actually the last time I had an alcoholic drink as well. For my honeymoon, we had champagne or whatever. I don't even remember, but my husband and I are not drinkers, but that was literally the last time I had like a drink. And that was 29 years ago next weekend, or this coming, 24th is our anniversary. So a long time. All right. So there is that. And I don't know what's the cards. I mean, I guess you could take your little micron pens if you have them in colors. I don't know where mine is with my colored bag. Let me see if I can find it. Otherwise, even for the plaid, it might be in this bag. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look, y'all, I have so many pens. It's like crazy insane. But these are my favorite for detailing. The Statler Triplus fine tip pen, fine liners. And they come in so many colors. But Le Pen is also a really good one. They are all, just the fine tip pens. But, if you want to do them in colors, the Stadlers are like the best because they have so many colors. So I'm just looking to grab some out of this box that I have to see what colors and greens, dark green, might show up on him. Let's see. But it's not going to all be greens. Maybe he also has purple in his plaid. Let's see what other colors I have in here. Here's a red. I don't want it to look Christmassy though, so we might not use that. I'm just seeing what we can do. Here's like a grayish blue. Here's another green, a nice bright green. So we'll see how that is. Oh, here's another green too. I'll have to see which ones of these are going to work. Probably should have done his best in a light. I don't know how many of these are actually going to show up. But let's put that aside and let me grab a micron pen over here. so that we can do some black lines in there as well. Okay. Let's see. With plaids, if you took our plaid class, then you know about plaids. But you know what? I'm going to do this really quick on the side. These are the greens we used on his vest. So I just want to see which pens might actually show up on them. So I have this green one. It's a dark green, that'll work. And black, of course, is going to work. This is a light, that's a good green, that'll work on them too. This is the red. I'm not sure I want to use the red, though. I don't want it to look. That's purple, but it doesn't look purple. I wonder if I have a blue, maybe a blue? Let's see if we have a blue. Here's a blue. Yeah, you know, they change color a bit when they're mixing in with the others, but okay, whatever. Okay, so plaid, there's so many different kinds of plaids. If you took our class, you know, you have the gingham, and then you have tartan, and just so many different kinds of plaids. So I'm not going to get into the history of plaids and go over all that. It's in our class. But when you're doing plaids, they don't have to always match horizontally to vertically. You can change the pattern. Of course, you're going to have thicker lines and thinner lines. So you just want to, he's drawn straight. I mean, there's no curves to him, so you can literally just, do straight lines. You don't have anything to follow a curve of his, folds on his clothes. So I'm just going to take this first one, and I'm gonna go around it like twice so I have that nice thick line. And then I'm also gonna wanna have one that goes across. Again, you don't have to make your lines match when you're doing plaids. And then I'm gonna put a thin blue. And then I just like to repeat just to make it easy, whatever I'm doing on the vertical, on the horizontal, but you don't have to do it that way. And then we're going to skip over a little bit, and we're going to do a double ringed purple, a double ringed purple. And then we're going to go in with another green. And literally, you can do any kind of patterns that you want with plaid. Actually, you know what? I think I want to do that one thicker. So just like that. I mean, plaid is so easy to do. It's insanely easy. But that's it. And then I always like to go in with a light colored pencil, not for the eyes, but like for other areas on him. I'm not going to be able to highlight anything on his sleeves because his sleeves are already white, but I can do some highlights on my whatever table, blackjack table. I can even add some highlights to his shoulders on his sweater. I don't usually do it in the hair either, but you could. And then I also like to add just on the tongue. And I like to put colored pencil as opposed to gel pen on my markers because it goes into the color as opposed to a gel pen lays on the color. That's just my own preference. You do whatever you like. And then we're going to just get his eyeballs going. And I do use the white gel pen here because I want it to be white. I don't want it to be translucent. But wherever you want to add your little highlights, like if you wanted to add something to the bow or whatever, you could do that as well. And there is Jay. Let's make a deal. He really looks like he has red highlights in his hair, like Auburny, and he does not. I mean, we didn't even go that way, but it's just, I think, the way my camera picks up the color. Okay. All right, so that is it. That is our little guy. Again, like if you had, like, okay, so I have a red Tri Plus out. Let me go zoom in here. Something you can do, which is when you like to add little details to things. Oh, wrong button. So in the cards, I have my red fine. So like I can be like, okay, I'm gonna make this a heart. I picked up the green marker. Oops, I'm an idiot. Red. So you can make, like there is the hearts. What else is the red ones? Diamonds, right? Diamonds is also the red. So you could, add the little details. There's tiny, tiny small in there. And then you can take your black, which I'm going to have to fix. I'm just going to make this into a spade or a clover. I don't know. Well, this one, we could just put a blob in there because you're not going to be able to see what that's supposed to be anyway. And then over here, we can make a club. Just little details like that in the cards. And they're so small that it's just going to read it, even if you didn't do it perfectly. Oh, and I missed this one in the corner. So it matches, how cards would be, whatever. And there is Jay. Let's make a deal. Again, he was part of our Vegas release that just came out with our impersonating Elvis. Jay and Maya, who are getting married, but I guess he also moonlights as a casino player, and maybe that's why, it was a quick wedding, because he could just, leave work on his lunch break and go get married to his Maya girl. But this would also be really cute, and I know I'm gonna botch up the word, okay? A quinceanera, like the 15-year-olds, they get those little parties. I think that would be really cute, but it also would work for prom, for older kids, older teenagers. So it doesn't have to just be wedding. You could do it for a few different things. And then my favorite, which was Betsy. I think she's fabulous. The leopard is what we just taught in our most recent swatch class, and I did use it on her here because I thought it would be a little, sassy with her fishnets. So that is the release for this month. If anyone has any questions, I am more than happy to answer them. Let me go see what else. Let's see. Oh, hi, Julie. Oh, hi, Brennan. Let's see. Oh, I need to try this. I don't know what you commented on there at that part. Maybe it was the white pencil. I don't know, Brennan. So I think I'm a little late. Little bit. Kevin just gave me access to my phone. I've been locked in my craft room. Oh, I was like, wait, what is he talking about? That's a joke. Okay, got it. Let's see. Ebony, that's what I thought of. Don't know what that was a comment to. Yes, Sierra, don't know what that's a comment to. All right. I have no idea what some of these comments were because I wasn't looking while you were typing them. But anyways, does anyone have any questions? I know it's been a while since I have done a DigiDay. I am now done with shows for the rest of the year, so I am back. I don't have anywhere to go until October. I did design this past week Stencil Club up to December. Yay me! So they're all ready and done for the rest of the year. And all of the stamps are designed up until December. And we even have some bonus bundle sets that I designed, but I still have to just finish December, and then I'm done with the year for that. And I started Toy Story. I actually drew, I think, like 4 images already. Today I finished the 4th one. Super cute, you guys. I'm so excited for that. And that's what I have been up to. And I haven't colored since the Canada retreat. So that's why I decided let's do Jay for DigiDay. So here he is. Again, any questions, just let me know. If not, I will see you next time. I don't know when my next day is. Oh, I am going to have another video soon because our newest mini album die came in. So I'm going to be doing a video on that so you can see how it gets assembled. And then back to designing again for Annie. Okay, that's all I have to say. I know I don't spill as much tea as Kevin. I'm boring that way. Sorry. You guys have a wonderful night. You know where to find me if you need me. And if you have any questions, you always know where you can reach out. We'll be getting more information about the 2025 retreat on the cruise. Chan is getting that information together. And we will see you guys all soon. Have a great night. Love you all. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.